Sometimes life breaks us in ways we never expect. We work hard, give our best, and still lose everything we built. We look at the pieces of our dreams lying shattered before us and ask, why me? But here's the truth. Sometimes life has to break you so it can build you stronger. If you've ever lost something you deeply cared about, a job, a dream, or even hope itself, then this story is for you. Listen carefully till the end, because this might change how you see your failures forever. In a quiet coastal town, there lived a young man named Ethan. He was a talented painter who loved capturing the beauty of the sea. His dream was simple but pure, to open a small art studio where he could fill walls with colors and inspire people through his paintings. After years of saving every bit he could, Ethan finally made his dream real. He opened a little studio near the beach. Every morning, he painted the sunrise, the waves, and the fishermen returning home. His work started to attract attention. Locals came to admire it, and travelers passing by often bought his paintings. Life was good. For the first time, Ethan felt proud, like his purpose had finally found him. But life, as it often does, had other plans. One night, a massive storm hit the coast. The wind roared, rain poured endlessly, and the sea rose with anger. Ethan ran to his studio, praying it would survive. But when he arrived, his heart sank. The roof had collapsed. Water rushed in, washing away everything: his paintings, brushes, furniture, and all his hard work. By morning, nothing was left but soaked canvases and broken dreams. Ethan stood there silent as his neighbors tried to comfort him. But deep inside, he felt empty. Everything he had worked for, gone overnight. Days turned into weeks. Ethan stopped painting. He couldn't even look at the sea that once inspired him. People whispered behind his back, "Poor Ethan, maybe he should find another job. Painting doesn't feed you anyway." Their words hurt more than the loss itself. He began to believe them. One evening, he sat by the pier, staring at the sunset. The sea was calm again, peaceful, as if nothing had happened. Next to him sat Tom, an old fisherman known for his wisdom. "You've been quiet these days," Tom said. "What's troubling you, son?" Ethan sighed. "The storm took everything, Tom. My studio, my art, my dream. Maybe I was foolish to think I could make a life out of painting." Tom picked up a small stone and tossed it into the sea. Ripples spread and then disappeared. "You see that?" he said. "No matter what hits it, the sea always finds its calm again. When I was young, I lost my boat in a storm too. Everyone said I was finished, but I built another one, smaller, stronger, and smarter. The storm didn't end me. It taught me how to begin again." Ethan listened carefully. Those words stayed in his heart. The next morning, he made a decision. He couldn't rebuild his studio yet, but he could still paint. He found old wooden boards washed up on the beach and started painting on them with leftover colors. They were rough and uneven, but they carried emotion, pain, hope, and resilience. He carried his wooden paintings to the local market and stood under a small umbrella, selling them to anyone who would stop. At first, people ignored him, but slowly some began to notice the depth in his work. His art told a story, not of perfection, but of strength after loss. Day by day, Ethan painted more. He painted on stones, seashells, even driftwood, anything he could find. His art became raw and real. Soon, people began to talk about the painter who rose from the storm. Tourists sought him out. Locals began to support him. Even the mayor bought one of his driftwood paintings and placed it in the town hall. With time, Ethan saved enough money to rent a small space near the sea again. It wasn't fancy or large, but it had heart. He called it the Second Wave Studio. The walls were decorated with his storm-born art, reminders that beauty can rise from destruction. When he reopened, people filled the room. They didn't just come to see his paintings, they came to see him, the man who refused to give up. His studio became a symbol of hope in the town. One day, Tom visited. He looked around proudly and said, "You did it, Ethan. The storm tried to drown you, but you learned to swim." Ethan smiled. "You were right, Tom. The sea didn't destroy me. It showed me who I really am." So what can we learn from Ethan's story? Failure and loss are not the end. They are life's way of preparing us for something greater. Every storm you face is shaping you, testing your strength, and teaching you lessons success never could. Anyone can follow their dream when the sky is clear, but real courage shows when the clouds are dark, when everything falls apart and you still choose to rise. That's what defines true strength. Maybe you've lost something recently, a dream, a job, or even someone close to you. Maybe you're standing in the ruins, wondering if you can ever rebuild. Remember Ethan's story. The sea doesn't stop after a storm, and neither should you. Your failure doesn't mean you're done. It means life is giving you another chance to start fresh, to be stronger, and to prove to yourself that you can rise again. So don't give up. Pick up what's left, even if it's just a tiny piece, and start again. Because the strength to begin again, that's what turns ordinary people into legends. If this story touched your heart, give it a like and share it with someone who needs hope today. Tell us in the comments what you learned from Ethan's story. And remember, storms don't last forever, but strong hearts do. We'll see you in the next one. Stay strong and never stop believing.